Back live. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Tom Ruth here with Firematic TV. Again, Firematic Supply. You guys know where we're at by now. You've been here enough. Jerry Herbst, Elkhart Brass. Jerry, appreciate you coming by.
My pleasure, Tom.
I want everybody to pay serious attention here. We now have the sleeves rolled up. Jerry and I are probably officially, what, 103-degree core temperature each?
Just about.
It's like the Sahara Desert in here right now, and that's a good thing. So if we're going to be in the Sahara Desert, we're going to be hot. What do I want to be talking about? Water. Water. Now everybody knows the Elkhart name, and Jerry, since I am actually overheating in my shell right now, let's talk about flow. Let's talk about the fact that there are people on the market right now, not in the market rather, people in the fire industry who are really putting an interest in flow. Yeah. All right. So today we're going to be bringing out what's known as the solid strike nozzle here. And Jared, tell me, what makes it a good time to bring this to the market while everybody's interested in flow? What do we have?
Well, Tom, it's like you say, flow is something that's always been critical in the fire service. We all know that you got a fire, water is the best thing to put out a fire. You got a little fire, a little bit of water, big fire is a big water fire.
Sure.
What seems to happen in the fire service is there's been a couple different nozzle types that have come out over the years. Combinations, automatics, there's always been smooth bores, all sorts of different styles of nozzles. And they're kind of a shift back away from flow itself as much as there was what does the nozzle do? It's the pattern selection.
Absolutely.
And flow kind of took a back seat. And the newer fire service, the newer kid in the firehouse today takes a look at a smooth bore or solid stream and thinks it's a new concept. Where, you know, I'm 30 years in the firehouse. When I started, that's all there was. It was 2.5, an inch and a half, and smooth bore tips.
Guys, there's a lot of people out there now that are trying to say we're going to mix and match what we have. We'll have a combi tip on one of our attack lines and a smooth bore on the other.
Exactly.
So the people are starting to think this way, and Jared, this is obviously a stellar product.
Yeah, it is. The solid strike speaks to it, and what we did is we took a look at, we like to talk to the firefighters, the end users, and listen to what's happening. And the people that are either just entering the solid stream or smooth bore market are trying to build something that works for them. They're taking a shut off, maybe put a stream shaper on it, a couple different tips. They're looking for some varied flows, which makes sense. You know, large flow, large fire, small flow, overhaul, car fire, something in that nature. What we tried to do is come up with a product that rather than adding on, condense it down into one unit, the solid strike unit that offers a variety of flows and incorporates the most popular things that people were building into a compact unit, Tom.
So we're not a combination tip here. We are a solid stream.
This is a solid stream.
That we've got different variants of solid stream, and we can pump different amounts of water out this nozzle.
Exactly.
Big fire, little fire.
Exactly, but all at 50 psi.
So the nozzle reaction is
well, the larger the flow, it's a little bit more, but again, it's set at 50 psi, so it's seamless for the chauffeur. You know, you can change flows at the knob. He doesn't have to make an adjustment there. What we did is we came up with 3 flows. We've got a 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, which flows give or take 120, 160, and 210. So we took 3 popular flows, the least of which is still enough to engage a fire.
Absolutely.
You're going to get some knucklehead that doesn't pull it all the way back. He's still flowing 120. He can get the job done.
I might be that knucklehead. You never know.
We incorporated the stream shaper built into the unit. And also, another popular feature is being able to extend the stretch from this, or if you want to put a combi tip on it, we've got an exposed leader threading that's protected by this bumper.
So the threads come right out the end of the nozzle.
Exactly.
I mean, we've now got, in my opinion, we're all firefighters out here. Jared, I've got the ability to not only add on, this is an inline shutoff.
Exactly.
And I might be able to put a combi tip on the end of this
Exactly. You want a power vent after you've knocked down, you got a small combi tip, put that on, you can do your power vent. We need to extend the stretch, we shut down, hook in here, grab another nozzle, off we go.
So the versatility is huge.
Exactly. Another thing we've tried to incorporate, again, this is a lot shorter and smaller than it would be if you were building a multi-tip, multi-flow nozzle. By incorporating everything into one, we've eliminated a bunch of choices. When the chief opens up the page and says, hey, what do I want for a nozzle? There's one style, 3 flows, comes with a grip. If you don't like it, take it off.
And I'm not having to stack tips. I mean, that's what's really showing to me here.
Exactly. Comes with a variety of colors. If you want it to be the yellow line, put the yellow strip on. You want it to be the red line, put the red strip on. The other unique feature of this, Tom, is it's not a traditional ball shutoff. It's got what we call a hydrofoil on the inside. You can actually hear it and see it floating here.
Now everybody out there, Jerry, let's be honest, is used to a ball. I mean, all it does is It's circular with a hole in the center. You twist it, closes that hole up. I mean, it's a self-contained little unit. How did we change that?
Well, what we did is, it's not that the ball is a fallible product. It's great. But by design, when we were looking at getting 3 flows in, we needed to come up with a way that we could actually create a tight stream at all 3 flows. And this hydrofoil does it. It's a bulb-shaped apparatus. The water actually wraps around the bulb as it's coming out, and the stream comes out so tight you can virtually see through it, but the stream doesn't even touch the inside diameter of this bore.
So based on that hydrofoil on the inside, what you're saying is it's turning that stream into a waterway of its own. It's
Exactly.
not being directed by the outside of this nozzle.
Correct.
Here, and you can see the space in between?
Yes.
All right. Now, I know I'm playing as if I'm a little bit dumb on this one. I haven't seen it. I've played with this nozzle. I've flowed. The 50 pounds at the tip is amazing because it's workable, but the best feature about it, literally, you could take a hairpin, go in there and slide it around on the outside, it wouldn't even get wet. So it's wrapping that hydrofoil, and Jerry, what's that going to do for the water when it's coming out in its own stream?
Maximum penetration and reach. That's
We're going to get
about.
distance.
Yep.
Distance is what we want.
People go for a solid stream or a smooth bore nozzle. They were looking for a little bit more kick than they would get necessarily from a combi. Again, it's not time to take the position, a combi versus a smooth bore or a solid stream. There's a fire for both. What we've done is saying if a solid stream is your choice, here's a multiple flow choice. You can engage a large variety as a fire. All the way back at 210, you're flowing the capacity of 1 3/4 hose like you should be. You're moving some water. You got serious knockdown power, and that stream being so tight, it gives you the reach and the penetration to reach the base of the fire.
Now, how do we know that we're in a position here that we're at, for instance, 3/4, 7/8, or 1 inch?
There's 3 detents in it, small tents here. As you come back, the first is the least of the flows, the 120 or the 3/4 inch setting. Another click back, 7/8, 160, and all the way back, the panic position, we're flowing 210.
So if I'm a firefighter and I walk into a building and I just want heavy water, I don't have to think about it. I just pull that bail and I get my water.
Let it go. Let it go.
And I'm talking 210 gallons a minute,
210
flowing
and 50.
straight at that fire. So big water, again, small pump pressure, small nozzle pressure. Based on the big water, we may have a little nozzle reaction, but it's certainly less than you would have off 160 PSI combi tip, correct?
Exactly.
All right, so folks, again, another innovative product from Elkhart Brass. And again, you know, they continue to pull these products. They continue to lead the industry. And I'll tell you what, Jerry, I'm really excited to see what goes on next year with this and basically see what we release at FDIC next year.
We look forward to it, Tom. Thank you.
All right.